Alright guys, I thought I'd give you a view of my setup, the way it stands right now. I've got my tower down here, which is a Intel i7 PC based system. I just got done building that. Various trinkets that I've collected over the years, obviously on my desk here. You all know what that's for. I've got a video light here behind me. This is Young Nuo YN600 LED. There's 600 LEDs in there and they're temperature controlled. So I can control this with a little remote. And you can see that I can control the color of the temperature of the light. So we have a more cold light if we'd like it, or a warmer light if we'd like it. So I've got that on a little mini clamp. I'm going to put all the descriptions for this stuff in the descriptions for the video, so you guys can check this stuff out if you want it. I've got basically back there, I've got a monitor arm that I'm not using, and I've got the clamp on that, and it's 20 thread on there, just like a standard, camera tripod thread. And the light's screwed on there, it's plugged in, and you use the little remote to control that. So I have an off switch, there you go. It doesn't blind you. I'm using two Dell 34-inch 3440 by 1440 pixel monitors for my setup. These are curved 34-inch diagonal screens. Windows 10 is what I'm using for my base OS. I have a monitor over here on the side. This is just a Samsung SyncMaster monitor over here. I just use this for playing videos and stuff off my iPad, which is connected here by a little RGB connector. My iPad is mounted with a buddy mount, and I'll put that in the link as well. It's a little flexible arm mount that allows me to adjust that and get it the way that I want to. And it's also plugged into my Bose speaker systems, which are in the back, and a little subwoofer here in the bottom. So I have a Plex server up and running, as you can see, and I have movies and TV shows all going in the background that I can control from my iPad. So that's how that is set up, and the iPad just basically mirrors off to that. So you can see here, you won't be able to see that. We'll block that out so you can't see what I typed in there. But you can see here that I have control over the Plex server, and everything is actually on the system, and then it all gets served over to this. So we can play movies or whatever. All of my DVDs are downloaded onto my computer, so I can watch movies from there, or anything I purchased off iTunes or anything like that. I'm using a Logitech C920 camera. It's a high-def camera for my webcasts. And that's what the light's for. The light is really to get good light on my face so that it's nice and even. And this I've modified this light a little bit. There's actually a piece of paper slid in there. It does have diffusers, but I like the softness of the paper. Since it puts out no heat, it's very safe to have the piece of paper in there. A little to no heat, I should say. So that's used for my webcasting. I have a Yeti Blue microphone mounted on a spring mount. This is also connected to that old monitor stand in the back. These both are standing on their own. So I just use that basically for the monitor arm, and this is all on a weight so I can put it back and get it out of the way. Up top on this, there are inputs for USB, because this is a USB microphone. And there's also a headphone input. Now this wire runs up this arm and down the back, and it actually comes out down here at the bottom. This is where I have my Shure 535 in-ear monitors to listen to you guys when I'm doing Hangouts. Let's see, what else? Got external drives everywhere, all that kind of stuff. It's all boring. I do use an Apple keyboard. I really dig the low profile keyboard from them, so I do have that. And I'm using a Logitech gaming mouse, which is like a 5000 DPI mouse. Oh, want to talk about too, the Huon graphics tablet that I purchased. This is it right here. It's beautiful, it's big, and it works really, really well. Super easy to set up and use. The pen is a powered pen. That's kind of like a little bit of a downfall, but it charges on the USB, so it, you know, it's really really awesome, and it's really nice and smooth. It does a really nice job. As you can see here, it follows right along with me when I'm doing stuff. So 79 bucks for this thing. I'll put a link for this too as well. One of the other tricks that I like to do on my desk are to keep my cables and connectors in line instead of just throwing them in a drawer. I actually use these spring clips here on my desk, and then I can hang my cables. So I have one over here for my charging cable for my phone. I usually have a couple more connected here and there to hang stuff on. I hang my Xbox controller on there, and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of a look on the back side of what you guys don't normally see, right? Normally you see the front side. Oh yeah, I also, this computer also turns into an instant iMac, complete with El Capitan loaded up on it. So I purposely overbuilt this system so that I would be able to run Apple-based software in the background on my PC. And the reason for that is just that we have a lot of users that are using Mac-based systems, so it helps me be able to troubleshoot if they have a problem. I can jump into my Mac and, you know, I can play along. And this will do anything basically that the PC will do, and I can actually run the PC on one monitor over here, and I can have a Mac on the other monitor all at the same time, all running off the same box down here on the floor. So it works really well, and I'll take a look at the screen, and you can actually see this. I'm going to show you the screen directly. So we're playing that now in the background, so you can see it, and give you a little bit of an idea about how that works. So it's a virtual machine actually, and it runs on Windows, called VMware Workstation, and you basically buy the Mac OS and you install it, and it's all certified and all that kind of stuff, and works really well. It's surprisingly fast. Of course, like I said, the system's a little beefy, so it can handle it. But here, I'll show you the exclusive mode, and you know, and you look at this, you really can't tell any difference between whether or not this is a Mac or a PC, which is really awesome. So really enjoying being able to do this on this type of system. And I really want to reach out to and say thank you to Stuart Davidson for the guidance and the help picking out my hardware. I haven't done this in like 7 years to build a system like this, so he was instrumental in helping me get all of that together, and picking out the right parts for my build. So thank you, Stu, man, really appreciate it. Love you, brother. And that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the look on the backside. Make sure you check the description so that you can get the links to all this stuff that I'm using if you want to check it out for yourself. Give me a thumbs up on the video if you like it, and subscribe to my channel, and you know, thumbs down if you don't, but I really hope you like it. Alright, see you next time, guys.